Hello and welcome to the second dumbest automotive YouTube channel. That's right, we're following in the footsteps of Hoovie's Garage, where we've bought not the cheapest, but the second cheapest Aston Martin V8 Vantage with a manual transmission. That is obviously according to Auto Tempest and looking online, but as you know, Auto Tempest consolidates a ton of car websites. And well, yeah, so we actually found this for sale locally. We did originally find it on Auto Tempest for like a day. It went off, came back on, but I'll get to that later. Anyways, we are off to Potomac Cars and Coffee, and then I'll get into more about this car. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, not waiting for that. Wait for this. Oh yeah. Nothing like a cold startup on an Aston Martin V8 with fuse 22 pulled so the valve stays open. All right, let's roll. We gotta get gas. Right-hand drive Alfa Romeo hatch. Never seen one of these.
Well, I guess it's second diplomatic Alfa Romeo. That's really cool. And, yeah, you want in the US. Never see a diplomatic. Oh man. Rarely do I ever see a diplomatic car that way.
So as I mentioned, this is the second cheapest Aston Martin V8 Vantage with a manual transmission available at the time when I found this to buy. It still might be at this point for what I paid for it. But real quick, I hope you guys enjoyed Potomac Cars and Coffee. If you guys enjoyed the content, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it, would really help me out. But this car right here, we're gonna pull it up, center it, and open both doors so we can check out the entire car. So let's get a nice start up on this bad boy with that fuse pulled. That V8 really sounds nice. Wait for it.
All right, guys, so the V8 obviously sounds incredible. Let's actually give it a quick couple revs because, well, why not? She sounds good. She sounds good. All right, so first and foremost, struts. Struts are one thing to look for on these older V8 Vantages. But if we go ahead and pop open the trunk, that door, this door, and the hood. Those are probably the most important things to look at because as you can see, these doors are slightly angled up and there are gas struts that actually hold the doors up. And when you open these doors, a lot of times they just start falling back down on their own, which you can see this car doesn't. So those are some positive things. Not crazy expensive. You can get aftermarket struts, but obviously a cost if you're looking at a used one of these. So that's probably the first and most obvious thing to look at. Now, another really cool feature, if you look back here, they spec'd it with the Aston Martin umbrella. So this is actually in the trunk of the car, or the boot, if you will. There's an Aston Martin umbrella that gets Velcroed in right there. Nice, classy umbrella. It says Aston Martin on the handle of it. And I believe the emblem is also on the umbrella when you open it up. But nice little touch and feature that came with it. In the corner, if we pull this out, this is actually like an air compressor tire filler thing, but it says used before 12/2010, so I don't even know if this is good. Then we also have the Volvo navigation system because, yes, if you guys didn't know, the navigation system is straight from Volvo. They don't even try and hide it. It literally says Volvo navigation system North America. So yeah, fun fact, that's also why the key for this thing actually says Volvo on it. If you peel back this leather, if you look at one of Tavarish's videos, he actually peeled this back, it says Volvo right here. So yeah, fun fact. Some other things that typically are iffy on these cars are the seats. As you can see, there's a little bit of wear on this bolster, but there's no rips. The center is good. This is actually a two-tone seat combo, which you don't see too often, but is pretty nice. And then on top of that, the other thing you have to look for on these cars is the dashboard. A lot of times the leather is pooling. As you can see here, it looks like it's coming out a little bit, but again, it's not coming out quite yet. Same with the other side. The other side looks good. So the dashboard, cosmetically, the waterfall dash here, the driver's dash, everything is super clean. Same thing with the passenger seat. As you can tell, everything is very, very clean here. Not too many issues, so super happy about that. And of course, the 4.3 liter V8 engine. It is actually very clean in this engine compartment. I don't know if somebody had this engine cleaned or what, but you know, a couple of rusty bolts here and there, but other than that, everything is very clean again under here. I mean, look at the plastic, hand built in England, but it looks very good overall, so I was very happy with that as well. All right, now I'm sure you guys are wondering what is wrong with the car since you got it for so cheap. Well, first of all, it was traded in at a Mercedes-Benz dealership. So whether or not they price it perfectly the first time, who knows? I think a lot of dealerships often overprice cars, and well, there's no point in paying up for one of these cars because, well, the big thing is the clutch. Now, the clutch hasn't been done on this car, but there were service records. So all of the service that has been done for this car, I'm pretty sure I have the records of, which gave me some peace of mind. I looked through that quickly. There were records from 2018 and 2019. Everything was checked off. So as of 2019, there was nothing about the clutch slipping. The brakes were still in good condition, all of that jazz. It passed Maryland State inspection. I don't know if the Mercedes-Benz dealer did that or somebody else did that. But here's the things that I found slight flaws on the car. Obviously, part of that's age and things like that. But I don't know if this was me recently, but I'm going to need new tires. You see, right here, you can actually see the tire, the sidewall, like, is getting blown out or something. So I didn't notice that when I got the car, so this actually could have happened. I did about 300 miles yesterday up to Pennsylvania. There's another little zigzag there. So that's obviously no bueno. Someone saw that today at Cars and Coffee, and well, now I'm gonna need at least 2 new rear tires. I think the front tires are in good shape, so we're gonna leave those for now, but unfortunately, these Michelin Pilot Super Sports are about $320 a pop. So roughly $640 right there if I replace it with the same tires. Now, if we head over to the driver's side, as you can see, the car actually looks really good. For the most part, the paint is in fantastic shape all over. There's little PPF panels As you can probably see right here, this is a line for the PPF that's on the car. So they did the front like hood of the car, front splitter and stuff like that. Then if you come over here, they actually did, you can see the line for the side mirrors. So they did both side mirrors. And then they did a little portion right down here that just covers sort of in front of the rear tire. However, the PPF doesn't go up here. If we take out our handy dandy flashlight, you can now see all the rock chips. So down here is PPF, which actually is probably just the plastic. You could probably peel that off and actually be good. But up here, yeah, it's pretty bad when you actually put the light on it. From a distance though, you can't really see it. I'm sure you could do some simple paint correction, get that blended nicely and be good to go. If we come over to the passenger side, it actually looks like somebody did that because as you can see, the paint's actually really nice right above the wheel well and then down here on the PPF. Some of that is actually dirt from me driving, but yeah, it's not too bad up here. So I think somebody actually did a bit of a paint correction and fixed this side. All right, now if we go in on the passenger side here, we can see that the dash is in fairly good condition. Don't have any issues here. But the glove box. So there's a button down here that actuates the glove box. And this drops down. Now, as you can see, this side is a little loose on the glove box. Now it does function, it drops down fine. We have the nice leather bound Aston Martin V8 Vantage owner's guide. So that is nice. But as you can see, that side I think broke off a little bit. So I'm gonna have to look and see what that is. I don't know if it's missing a screw or if a piece of plastic actually chipped down in there, but it's a little wobbly. However, it does shut okay. So if we close that, it shuts, but you can see the side's hanging a little bit lower. However, the leather on this is still in good shape. It obviously does stay shut, which is good. But yeah, that's probably the only flaw with this whole dashboard area right here. Just that. So I'll take that as a, oh, wait a minute. I lied. That and the nav. So typically, when you take this key and you stick it right into there and you turn the car on, this is supposed to pop up. Now, I believe there's settings where you can actually make it so it stays shut, but that's not the case here. I think the gears in this actually broke, which is a common thing as well, because if I take this and just slowly pull it up, there's really no resistance, and you can see that the nav actually is on right now, which means it should be in the up position. And if I turn the car off, this doesn't close by itself. So I think the gears are broken. However, there's 4 plastic tabs. This like hex pattern up here pops off, and then this comes off with 4 screws. Pretty easy fix. I think you can get gears for like $15 to fix the gears on this, and then you're good to go. Again, this is just a Volvo navigation system that they put Aston Martin on when it starts up, so should be pretty simple. But yeah, this is technically broken, but again, I'm probably never going to use this nav. I just put my phone right here and then use Waze.
So the nav technically works, just the gears that make it go up and down I think are broken. So not a big deal. I'm probably never going to use the nav. I probably would have tried to keep it shut anyways because, well, I don't need a bright light shining in my eyes when I'm not even using it. So I know there's ways to like hook up Apple CarPlay and things to it, but maybe I'll do that at some point in the future. But right now I don't really use it. I just use my phone. Again, I think it's incredibly clean. All the struts work with everything open. I think the car is in incredible shape, especially for 13 years old with 40,000 miles on it. Engine bay is very clean. The manual gearbox is probably the biggest thing on these that needs to be changed at some point. So with 40,000 miles, I wouldn't be surprised if I had to change the or replace the clutch within the next 10,000 miles or so. But overall, extremely happy with this. The door sills are in good shape, not all scratched up. V8 Vantage, hand built in England. The seats are in good shape. The dash is in good shape. Again, the struts all work. The trunk is in very clean shape. It comes with the extra optional umbrella that a lot of people don't get on these, I guess, lower price cars, or sometimes the original owners keep them and they don't actually move forward with the car. So a lot of times you won't actually see an umbrella in one. So that is very, very cool. Again, I'm super excited about this car. Very happy with the price I got it for. I got it for just under $35,000, which is so much car for the money. I mean, it just looks so good and it's aged so well. I think the key is that this car had the exact same design in the 2006 models all the way through the 2017 models before they redesigned it for the 2018 model year. So
Obviously these cars have aged very, very well, and a lot of people don't even know how old they are or how affordable these cars are compared to, you know, Lamborghinis and Ferraris of the same era. Granted, these didn't have quite as high of an MSRP, but it's still an Aston Martin. To be able to find these cars sub 40,000 is a great deal, especially if you can find one with a nice clean interior, clean exterior, and doesn't need a ton of work. The biggest thing is to check the clutch if it's a manual. What you can do is you can actually put it into third gear and then floor it through the rev range. If you feel the car slipping a little bit, like you don't have full power, that means the clutch may be slipping and it may need to be changed soon. If that's not the case, then you might be good on the clutch. So just drive it carefully. The release point is very high. So because the clutch is such a high release point, a lot of times drivers rev the cars up too much, and then they're revving a lot when the clutch is being engaged and disengaged, and that causes it to wear out prematurely. So just be careful with that. But otherwise, the wheels are in good shape, not a ton of curb rash, all of the struts work, the leather on the seats is good, the leather on the dash is good. I mean, really the only flaws are the nav unit doesn't pop up on its own, which might be like $15 gears to fix that. And the glove box might need to fix that, but again, it still shuts, it stays up, it's not like it's falling out. The leather's all tight, the car drives fantastic, it sounds amazing. The V8 just really sings once you pull out that Fuse 22. And overall, I'm so happy with this purchase. Very excited to have this car, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. We are gonna need 2 new rear tires. Fortunately, this one is in good shape, so I'll probably keep this as like a spare tire, but the other side, yeah, we got a little bit of a blowout on the sidewall, so it's not flat yet. I was able to drive home fine, but yeah, we're gonna need 2 new tires for about $640-ish. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a car wizard like Hoovy does for Hoovy's Garage, but I do have a local guy, I think, that can take a look at it just to make sure everything's in good condition. I don't hear anything too crazy, but again, I haven't had a gas car in like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years or something like that. So yeah, just want to make sure everything's kind of good with the car, everything sounds okay, everything's functioning correctly, and there aren't any major leaks. Obviously there's nothing leaking in the garage, but just to be safe, have someone probably take a look at it. Aston Martin would probably charge a lot for that, so I'll probably hold off. I might wait till the spring, just do like the annual servicing in the spring, make sure everything's good to go for the summer driving season next year. Still putting some miles on this thing, but mainly just a weekend car for me, seeing as how I'm working from home currently. But again, super happy with how clean this car is, the price I got it for, and I mean, the driving is just incredible in this thing. It sounds so good, the clutch is just so easy, it shifts really well, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. If you are, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. This is a lot of car for the money, and I think that these are incredibly affordable cars, especially if you're considering a similar like Lamborghini Gallardo, early year R8 manual, Ferrari 360 manual even. Some of those cars, the price points are so much higher. The maintenance on those cars is going to be more potential problems, and if you do have problems, it's just going to be more expensive to fix. This parts bin special, you can probably find independent mechanics to work on them. A lot of Ford, Volvo aftermarket parts, so finding parts for this car, not too bad. And the maintenance, oil changes and then a clutch at some point, but other than that, they're pretty reliable cars. Hope you guys enjoy my V8 Vantage Aston Martin as much as I am, and can't wait to make some more videos with it. But either way, new tires are coming soon, but that's about it. So if you guys are enjoying the content, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it, would really help me out. But until next time, guys, this is my second cheapest Aston Martin V8 Vantage in the country. Thanks for watching.